Um, I didn't know this took place. Now, now I understand why with BET, Bob Johnson, and Deborah Lee. I didn't know this is how Deborah Lee became at one point the CEO of BET. I didn't know all this.
She made him, then she broke him. Here's how. Robert L. Johnson was the first black man to become a billionaire after he and his then-wife Sheila Johnson founded BT and grew it from scratch. But after all her efforts, he cheated on her with another married woman, Deborah Lee, who was a worker in the company. Sheila was heartbroken as she couldn't believe either of them could betray her in that way. Then, to make things worse, Robert fired his wife from the company before he sold it. Sheila
Can't do that. I didn't know none of this. I didn't know.
wasn't one to take things lying down, so she dragged him to court and stripped him of his billionaire status when she was awarded an estimated $400 million as alimony. Then Sheila moved on and married William T. Newman, the judge who presided over their divorce and gave her the settlement.
What? Who knew this? Don't say and tell me you knew this. I didn't know. She married the judge that gave her the settlement? And y'all want to debate if hoes are still winning. Oh, wait, real quick. Let me do this real quick. Let me acknowledge. Admin, thank you for the 20 on the cash. He said for the cat shots. Listen, cats are not cheap. Cats are not cheap. Ramil, my man, I appreciate the 10 on the cash. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yes, Zoom is a classic. Indeed. Because of Lionel Richie. You remember this? I didn't know this all took place. Let's continue.
She also built a hotel empire, and she is now worth over $1 billion. As for Robert, his wealth fell drastically, and he never became a billionaire again after Sheila left him. So what do you think? Was she the cause of his wealth? Or is this all a big fat coincidence?
Nigga.
She made him.
Oh, you can't do people like that. You can't do people like that. That woman, see, that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta, there's ways to, so that's how Deborah Lee became CEO of BET. I didn't know. I just figured the board appointed her that because whatever the case may be, yeah, you can't do that. That's nasty work. And then, if I remember correctly, he tried to launch an airline. That didn't work out so well. Bought a stake in the Charlotte Bobcats. That didn't work out so well. You gotta, man, listen, I know dudes be like, well, she didn't, if he hadn't done her the way he did, maybe the settlement wouldn't have been as much and his karmic debt wouldn't have been so drastic. But you can't do people that were genuinely good to you. You can't do people like that, man. You just can't. That's just not how it works.